Well, you see all the ads for different frequent flyer programs, but how can you make sure that you're using them, or using the one at least, that's best for you? Well, Jim Pruder from AAA Arizona, that is here to give us some insight. You always have some great advice when it comes to traveling and how to get the best for our dollar.
Frequent flyer miles. Talk about an area that's just filled with controversy. They've been around for about 30 years. 100 million Americans have them. And
some don't even know they have them.
Well,
right?
that's true, and fully 89% of all frequent flyer miles earned do not get used.
Wow.
They expire. It is the single highest profit area for the airlines. They make more money on frequent flyer programs than anything else. In fact, if people were to suddenly all want to cash in their airline miles, it would take them 16 years to fulfill all those requests. So there's just tons of them. They're worth $480 billion, and it's a big, big area of concern. So what do you do if you have a lot of frequent flyer miles?
Right, what do you do?
Well, first of all, if one of the things you have to look at is if they expire. Sometimes you get emails on expiration of them. Sometimes you do not. Delta recently, because of a lot of bad publicity, decided, you know what we're going to do? We're not going to have them expire. Other airlines started out, it was 3 years, then 24 months, now 18 months. So if you have frequent flyer miles that you've been notified that are going to expire, one of the best things that you can do is go ahead and buy a ticket.
Okay.
Even if you don't know exactly where you want to go, or you think, you know, or when you want to go, buy a ticket, because if you know that, for instance, you go to Chicago, throw it out there. You can always change the date of when you're going to fly, and it doesn't cost you a dime to do that.
How many times can you do that?
You can keep renewing that and changing that, but one of the things that you have to be careful of is that if you change the destination, so let's say you want to go into Detroit instead of Chicago, then they're going to charge you about $150. Still, it's cheaper than throwing those miles away and making that change.
So you're better off to go get a ticket for someplace you know that you're going to frequent, even if you don't exactly know the date.
Yes, and airlines are flying at 87% capacity today. It's a totally unregulated part of their business. They do not have to tell you how many seats they have on a plane. They don't have to tell anybody. They don't have to tell you whether they can get you in and out of there. You just call and say, we have no seats available, or that's a blackout date. And they do not want to make it easy for you to use these airline miles because it costs them money.
Right.
And so one of the things you should do is try to pick some different airports. If you're going to go to Chicago, for example, and they say, we have no seats to Chicago, try O'Hare, try Rockford, Illinois, try Milwaukee, and then motor on down by some type of public conveyance.
Right.
And you get a lot better chance of using that, your miles.
What about earning points?
Yeah, earning points, you know, it used to be that if you just got points for flying. You'd get 1 point per mile of flying.
Now, if you open a credit card, you'll get some points.
That's exactly right. And there's a couple of different credit cards that you can use. One is the airline will issue a credit card. Not particularly a good deal because they charge you for that credit card anywhere from $60 to $120 a year. Then they'll give you 1 or 2 miles for credit for every dollar that you spend with that credit card. Other credit cards are coming out now where there's no fee, like Capital One. A AAA credit card, for example, will give you 3 miles for every dollar that you spend if you want to use it for travel. They'll give you 2 miles for every dollar if you buy gasoline, and $1 for everything else, for example.
It sounds very confusing. I tell you what, we're going to put all of this on our website. Do you guys have a special that you want to chat about?
Yes, we do have a special, a deal of the week. Head down to the Caribbean, $499. And if you book by this Friday, you'll receive a discount where you only have to pay $100 down. Lots of great stops: San Juan, Puerto Rico, St. Thomas, and Antigua, and others.
Well, especially the weather is so nice right now. It's hard to imagine wanting to leave, but that's a pretty good price.
Yeah, but you can book that out in advance for when our weather is really, really hot.
There you go.
Okay.
Thank you, Jim.
Yep.
Great seeing you.